swing is good up until impact. And at impact, you have a tendency to want to kind of hold on to the club like this.
Okay.
So that face is staying open. Okay, and your balls are starting out, you're going right to the right like that. We want to get your forearms to kind of rotate over in the swing so that right hand is on top of your left hand at this point right here rather than like this. Okay? That also puts your right forearm over your left forearm. You actually make an X with that right there. Take a couple practice swings.
I can see it's my stance.
There you go.
And that's what I got to get used to.
I know.
Good. Now, I want to show you this.
Yeah, I think my shoulders have always been lined up wrong. Because I've always opened up.
You've seen this before.
Slice all the time.
Let's just make a few swings
Just
with
the
that.
change of the shoulder position.
And remember with
Why
that,
my stance? What a difference.
we want to make sure we put that on our left forearm as the club goes back. There. Now, as we come down through and our upper body rotates, forearms rotate, it goes back on that left forearm.
Hey, do you think?
That's behind.
Huh? Yeah, I don't think Frank.
Which behind is better than in front, because before you would have been in front with those shots you hit out there. Okay, you would have been in front. What you're doing is you're now it's a little bit of an overcompensation, but over rotating. But that's okay. Okay, what we don't want, what I didn't want to see was it where it was almost going to be set on your right forearm.
Oh, okay.
So swing a couple more with that.
That's why I didn't ask him.
So if it goes behind, it doesn't touch, it's okay. Well, yeah, actually what it's going to do is it closes the club face just a little bit more.
It feels so weird whiting my stance.
Just go real slow, real slow. So, what you want to feel,
Yeah.
you want to feel it there. That's where you want to feel it. Good, slow. Let's just see where it puts this hand at. Puts that hand on top, whereas before you were like that. Okay. So now let's make some swings with that again. Just get that feeling. Okay, do it again. Okay, whenever you're ready, go ahead and tee one up. Okay, see where you were at that time? You were back to the same. Back to the same like that rather than that. I want you to kind of get the feeling that you're trying to really hook the golf ball. There's better. Okay, do it again. Good one, Ken. Set up again. Make sure your feet are parallel to that amazing that how setup can play a big key on where that golf ball goes, even before you start to swing the club.
PGA certification of some type?
And a lot of times, as we get to the,
Give him like,
as we move from the beginner
okay.
golfer
Okay.
up to the more intermediate golfers, the mid teens handicap golfer, they've got a pretty decent swing. Maybe sometimes between the intermediate and the advanced player, sometimes it's just setup. Is all it is.
Well, maybe he'll be.
Where it helps to have somebody watching you who can say, well, this is your aim there. Especially when we start hitting irons. A big teaching aid is your divot. What's your divot doing? What way is the divot pointing? Is it heel deep, toe deep? Is it pointed right? Is it pointed left? It's harder to do with driver because you're not taking a divot, but when you have somebody watching you, and just one little adjustment like that, again, I mean, all we're talking about is we went from a stance that was like that to a stance that was like that. So did his foot move forward? Maybe not even an inch. Half an inch, 3/4 of an inch made a difference of 20 yards out there.
Yeah.
So.
You said shut it 85.
Okay, that one started on a great line.
I think
we just didn't finish this way.
I took an 8 on the first hole.
So your two keys, your first key is to make sure we're set up square.
Yep.
And your second key is to make sure that we've rotated through the shot. And that's something we're going to talk about here in just a few seconds when we gather back around. I've got a perfect training device for everybody to try. Okay, you're done. That was pretty good.
One of the biggest headaches I have. I have a tendency I'm not pulling it, I'm not hooking it, I'm just hitting it flat.
Just hitting it.
From what I think I'm lined up straight, then I sit over down.
Yeah. So
One of the
So go ahead and set up.
and then on the seventh, on that par 5, I got 7. One of the things I've done here already is I'm already widening my stance. So,
Okay.
Which I was,
Sure.
my stance was all here.
Yeah, too narrow.
Now I'm getting a little wider. I need the help.
Good.
I had like,
So where are you aiming?
but you don't get anything. Sorry.
No, yeah. Let's pick a point here.
Yes.
I'm aiming
My first one, which
straight down
qualified
just to the
for
left.
points.
That first pole
Okay.
to the left of that.
Okay, good.
And I had the birdie par the last 2 holes.
Perfect.
That's that widening my stance.
That's perfect.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. No, you're good. Your feet might have been a tad closed, but I wouldn't.
He's giving me
That's
about
close.
10
What do you
extra
mean?
yards here.
meaning you were aimed
And more straight.
just a little bit.
More
If you look at
predictable.
I'll stand here. So again, normally we're parallel to the stick, so each foot will be the same distance apart. This foot was actually back just a bit. So if I
Yep.
lay this down,
Yeah, that's my problem.
see they're not quite parallel.
Yeah.
But you also hit a little bit of a draw.
I do.
I've got
Okay,
trained my
so
muscle.
now what you're
Muscle
doing
memory.
when you're setting up like that is you're coming through with the path that's just a little bit to the right of square with a square face
Yeah.
promotes that little bit of a draw.
What I was doing
Muscle
way back
memory.
when,